Ooh, baby. Alrighty, so meeting is done. Pre-workout waffle is consumed. Of course it's a Belgian waffle with some eggs and some bacon. 3 meals in us, and baby, we are right on our way to train, man. Having a good day so far, regardless of all the gloom and doom outside, you know. But how you guys doing, man? I'm in a little monkey suit, so I can't wait to take this off and on something trainable. But I will say, God, I'm in jeans too. I hate jeans. I hate jeans because I'm so used to my big baggy fancy pants, you know. But I like a nice button up. I will say I love a nice button up. If I could wear a nice button up with my big colorful training pants, man, that's like wedding material right there, you know? That's how I feel about it. But anyway, guys, we're heading over to the gym right now. Having a great day so far. My day got a little skewed and thrown around all over the place. Where originally, like annoyingly, but then it just got better and better. So, I'm gonna preface this by saying I didn't get a lick of sleep last night. Originally, it wasn't even there was like too much on my mind. I think there was like that chicken in the post-workout burrito, like my 7th meal burrito bowl was I think the chicken might have been bad, or like the jerk seasoning was too strong, whatever it was. Like, there was too much seasoning, but man, I had heartburn like all night long. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, and I'm trying to get off the sleeping aids too, where I used to take melatonin 7 days a week. Trying to taper back a little bit. So I didn't take one last night, which certainly didn't help me. But aside that, man, oh right, I'm trying to losing my train of thought a little bit. So I hit my alarm for my pre-wake up meal, right? And I was so tired, I'm like, fuck this. Excuse me, I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna sleep through this. Go back to bed for a little bit. And then I woke up to my real alarm to go train the client I have for the morning. She ended up calling me as I was getting ready to leave, saying, hey, listen, I need to cancel, we'll do another day, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, shit, all right. But I'm also like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for me to have my, and it's still, keep in mind, it's like 6 in the morning right now. It's not 9, That's basically lunchtime. So sorry, I'm trying to see outside the windows. It's a little gloomy and rainy out today, man. But I'm like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to have my pre-wake up meal. I can go back to bed for a little bit. But bed for a little bit. A buddy of mine called me, who I had a meeting with later today, and he's like, we got 2 options. I'm like, all right. He's like, either a Zoom call later, or can you come in this morning and do the meeting you planned? I'm like, let's do it. I'm like, let's do it this morning. This is perfect because my client canceled. I'm like, this is great. So I had my second meal when I got up for that. Did my meeting. I'm an in-person kind of guy, I would never want somebody, or rather, when it comes to myself at least, I'm very particular in between products, people, things, places that I'll put my name behind and say, that's a good place. John, a John approved stamp. Very picky. And I believe it's important to be. I was meeting somebody who's going to help us, help me build my company up and so on and so forth. And has a lot of connections. I'm like, listen, I would much rather meet you in person before we just go and say, you trust me from a friend of a friend or whatever it is. I go, let's meet in person so that you know who you're putting your name behind. And if you don't like me, don't put your name behind me. So of course everything went well. And all good things. But man, it was great to get that done earlier. So from there, we got some work done prior to all that. Oh, excuse me. And it happened to be the meeting relatively close to the gym. 10 minutes instead of like my normal 20-minute drive. So I'm actually approaching the exit now, which is great. But I knew I needed some carbs for my workout. And I had a thing of pasta in the fridge. I'm like, man, I could go for a waffle. So, because who doesn't like a Belgian waffle? So I found a diner in the area. Never been to it. They did a great job. Good place, good diner. Big fan. I don't know them well enough for my name behind it, but they had a good waffle. It was all good. So, enjoyed my waffle. Grabbed 2 eggs too. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to drink my egg whites. Had my 2 eggs. I was about to say I need protein. I'm like, wait a minute. I forgot to drink my egg whites, so please hold. That was 14 liquid egg whites with a couple things in there to add some calories and such. But thanks for reminding me. So I'm going to let that digest a little bit before I run into the gym. Let it absorb in me. And then I'll take I was about to slam my pre-workout. But I'm going to that'll send my body into a quick fight or flight mode, which we don't need when I'm trying to digest food. So when I get to the gym, I'll probably chill in the car for like 15 minutes, just let it begin to digest, begin to chill out a little bit, and get in me. So on that note, guys, we're gonna have a much better workout today than what happened yesterday. I can't get the same phone call twice, right? Fucking knock on wood at least. And on that note, I'll see you inside. Let's get after it, baby. So, pec's a little tight today. But it's funny how you can figure out what muscles are tight on you based what movements hurt and what doesn't hurt. For presses, I felt a little something in my right shoulder, my good pec rather. But with the dumbbell flies feel totally fine. So we're on the prop set right now. 35s. We did the warm-up 25s. No reason to watch those. They're too easy. 35s, do 6 reps. No big deal. We're going to follow that with a full work set, probably with the 45s. And a big trick with dumbbell flies is, you see how I'm not coming all the way in and hitting the weights like that, stopping it out here. What happens is, when you come all the way in, the pec itself can't fire off past where the collarbone aligns. In here, it doesn't really fire off. So it ends up resting inside here. When I keep it out here, the tension stays on the muscle the entire time. So we're gonna take a second, catch our breath a little bit, and then go for the work set. Whew. Man, the whole crew of everybody I know just came in here. It's fucking good time seeing you boys. So we're hitting the work set now, 45s. Smooth 10, nothing crazy. Excuse me, little burps there. Let's fucking get after it, baby, without further ado. Nothing to talk about, just time to train. Remember, you stop here, and then go all the way in. Ooh. Those slow negatives fucking ripping apart. Boom. 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 That's it. Ooh. Little pulling I don't like on my other pec. Ooh. Not today. Not fucking with that today. So, chest day. We're leaving a busy parking lot, but chest day is finished. We had a real good one today. Unfortunately, when I tried getting in the posing room, I did pose today, but when I tried getting in there, there were a couple people in there posing for bikini, and you know, if I asked them, hey, can I turn the camera on for my video, I'm sure it would have been fine, but it's a little weird, you know. So, you know, if it's a couple bros in there and I say, hey, can I throw the camera on, you know, it's all good. But when it's full of women doing bikini, I think it's the respectful thing to do to just, you don't film that day, you know. It's about the practice, it's about the posing practice, and it's about the training. And just because you didn't film it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So we'll get them next time. But we had a good workout today, so we'll go over everything we did. Excuse me, as soon as I get some air in my damn lungs. Okay. Now, everything felt good going into it. My right pec, this one, was a little tight today. This is the one, the left one's the one I injured. The right one's been a little tight lately, and it makes sense because I've been in a sling. So when I was nursing my shoulder back to health. So safety-wise, that hindered us a smidge, but started off with the dumbbell presses, worked our way up to the 120s, nice 8 reps, super squeeze, super slow down, pause, squeeze, beautiful set. Followed that with the decline hammers. Worked our way up to 3 plates. I didn't do the 4 because I was worried about that pec. I felt it super tight because I was starting back so far to push it back forward, you know what I mean? So it already starts back in a little bit of a compromised position. So did a good 3 plates on there, treated it like a great quality set, and it was good. Followed that with that new red incline piece we found the other day, right? Did that. Warm-up set. We're finding our sweet spot for the weights on there now. Warm-up set, plate. Appropriate reception set, plate in a 25. Work set, 2 plates and a 25. I had a very long rest conversation, which is, you know, my own fault. But in between that prop set and that work set, like long to the point where my body started to get a little cold. So it hindered how explosive I can be in that. Like I could just tell it was a little off. So, you know, we're learning lessons, right? That's all we can do. But aside that, from there, excuse me, I've been so congested lately, my body's making me yawn to get air in. It's like, dude, get some frickin' air in there, or we're gonna make you. But anyway, from there, we went over to dumbbell flies, which you guys saw besides the first rep, the warm-up set. Hex presses after that, rope crunches, those low pec flies, leg raises, and then posing. And then I forgot to stretch, which I'm realizing right now. Shit. Oh well. So next time I'll do it. But that was it for the chest workout, man. Chest and abs. We had a great one. Shoulder felt perfect. It's always better than ever every time we're training. It's like I said, that whole area is just tight. So I have to keep stretching that. I need to go see my PT one of these days to have him really dig out whatever's in there, just scar tissue wise, because I can tell something's tight up in there, you know. And there is a lot of traffic for some reason. Uh-oh. Like, wow, I think it's just like one tow truck on an entrance ramp towing something, so it's slowing everybody down. But that's okay. But besides that, you know, that about wraps it up, man. Pretty much heading back home right now. Got to make 2 stops on the way. One is for a bunch of food because I got to do a grocery store haul and a half. The other is I just have to go pick up a gift card for somebody. That's an easy one. Grocery store, gift cards, and you know, man, the traffic's moving now. Jesus fucking Christ. People are incredible on the road. I think that's it for today. So, thanks for tuning in. We got a rest day tomorrow. What we shall discuss, I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be awesome. And on that note, guys, hope you have a great day. Hope you keep killing it. And I'll see you tomorrow.